Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today, and thank you, Rodney Hansen, for joining me. We're down at Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, and Rodney, I think today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Vergas Community Club, but in talking about that, it came to me that you are probably the oldest business in town and probably the eldest of the businessmen in town that are original.
That's very likely true, yes. I can't think of any else.
Yeah, how long has Hansen's Plumbing and Heating been in Vergas?
Oh, 78 years.
78 years, and I don't think that there's many to rival that on.
Of course, it didn't start out as Hansen's Plumbing and Heating. It was a hardware business, so it evolved into Hansen's Plumbing and Heating.
So you've seen a lot of change.
Oh, I sure have, yeah.
And with that, when we're talking about the community club, it was so interesting to me as the community club is trying to generate some more people and to get everybody active. We're looking for ways to bring people to the town. And in our meetings, it was kind of like, well, finally we're going to be doing this, and finally we're going to be doing that. And it came to me that you had just written an article about finally things are happening in town. So
yes,
what do you have to say about that?
Well, it seems every once in a while that comes up. Somebody seems they discovered Vergas, you know, and it's been here a long time. And the guy told me at breakfast one morning, finally things are happening here. So then I wrote a story thinking, boy, that's what the old Barney Stagner said when they built the railroad, finally things are happening, and it was 1903. So things keep happening. And what's interesting too is Vergas Commercial Club. One of its first names in 1934 was Vergas Improvement Club.
Vergas Improvement Club. So what in 1934 were they looking to improve all the way back then?
So it's more than we're just business thoughts. At that time too, we were thinking of improvement for the community, you know, and yeah.
Well, and that's my whole point of this show today is every generation is thinking that they are going to improve and do something that hasn't been done before. But if we forget about what was done back by our forefathers, that have you, or what everybody was trying to do back then, we've got to learn from that to know where we're going.
Yes, and it's really satisfying to me to see the emphasis on that now, you know. I usually am just thinking about, as a merchant, business on Main Street. But it seems like the trend now is to make the whole area, the community, our focus, because it's very good that we think of the whole area rather than Main Street and concentrate on improving the whole area around
That's
us.
true, like when we have our trails, when we have our businesses outside, and when we have our events. Like coming up is on March 31st is the Maple Syrup Fest, and we bring a lot of people into town for that.
Yes.
And I found it so interesting when I was looking at your article here that sometime in the time frame of the 1930s, they were talking about building a maple syrup plant here in town.
That's right, yeah.
And so nothing that we're trying to do as a community club today has not maybe been looked at before.
Somebody thought of it before.
The main emphasis is always to bring people to town, and that's what keeps our town thriving.
Yeah.
The Vergas Community Club right now, Rodney, is I'm not saying reorganizing, but we're having a get-together where we're, and I know that you've done this in years past too, where you get your resorters in, but on April 10th out at Spanky Stone Hearth from 5 to 7, we're inviting people out for hors d'oeuvres, to come and have a drink and to kind of get, if you are a resorter or somebody who has a brochure that you want to promote your business, that would be the time to do it, because we're going to be putting up some kiosks throughout the town to get those businesses brochures and information out there. And we're going to be looking for ideas at that time.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're having that, because we get the whole community involved, not just Main Street, you know.
Well, that's just it. It went from the Vergas Improvement Club to the Vergas Commercial Club.
Yeah,
then it went to the Vergas Community Club, and now we're actually talking about going back to maybe a chamber commercial club. But the main thing is we just want everybody involved.
Yeah. And we got away from the commercial club deal in the community club, and that's what it is today too, isn't it? Community club.
It's community
that's the name.
club.
Yeah. No. I'm glad to see that.
Well, the reason it's the community club is because it's not rocket science to figure out that there's just a certain number of people that have businesses in town, but there's a lot of people who want to promote the town and like coming into the town.
That's right.
We like to be able to, we want to invite the resort people, we want to invite the people who are living on the lakes and they're just here in the summer, and those people like to be involved too. They consider themselves a part of the community.
Or something like Forest Glade, you know, is not in town, but it's a business, and it's very good for us.
And yeah, we're not just our main street anymore, although we, you know, with Looney Days, we bring our people into Main Street. And tell me how Looney Days started.
Oh boy, it really started out as a crazy day for Hanson's hardware. And then it evolved into a Looney Day at the time that they dedicated the loon. That had to be around 1963. Okay. So it went from Crazy Day to Looney Day, and then they brought in the Queen contest and the loon calling contest. So it just gradually grew, and that's been very successful.
It has been a successful event for the town. The community club is comprised of, we put on Looney Days. The Vergas beautification falls under the umbrella of the community club, and I think anybody who comes to Vergas sees the beautiful things that have been happening.
They've done wonders.
With the plants and with the benches along town, and they've just really done a nice job and have plans to do more. The Maple Syrup Committee also falls under that umbrella of the community club, and then obviously we're always looking for new things to be doing and ways to bring people to town. So that being said, we are looking at all times for anybody who's interested. It doesn't mean you have to sit on a board and be at a meeting every month. Maybe you just can help one of the weekends, and maybe you have a talent of being able to write something and want to send that out. All the different talents come together to make that happen.
Yeah,
and
the financial help that the Maple Syrup people bring, that's a big asset too.
That is a huge asset.
Because we have to get support somehow.
Yeah, we need to have those funds coming in somehow, and so it's just nice to bring that all together. When we were talking about the building of the loon, that was a fire department.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
and so we'd be very remiss in not mentioning how the fire department is very active in our community also.
And likewise, the Lions Club. They're not a part of the community club, but they're sure good for the community.
No, yes, they are very good for the community. And I think what we end up finding is that a lot of those people that are Lions, are firemen, are part of the baseball team, whatever, they're also just part of the community club.
That's right. It's community effort for the community.
It really is. And so if you have any interest at all in helping Vergas thrive, bringing new ideas, promoting the town, whatever it be, on April 10th out at Spanky Stone Hearth, come out, say hi, have a drink and some hors d'oeuvres, and visit with the people of the community club and some of the resorters that are going to be out there. I think we're going to be up at the Maple Syrup Fest on the 31st too. We'll have a booth there if you have any interest in that too. But Rodney, you said it so well here in your article that that over the years we are well aware that someone carried the ball before us.
That's true.
And anytime I think about it, I know that my first thought comes to, well, you, Rodney, and my dad, and so many of the people before, the businessmen that did carry the ball.
Yeah, right. It's been an ongoing effort, you know.
It is an ongoing effort. We're not creating anything new. We're not trying anything new that wasn't always. It goes all the way back to 1934 when there was a community club called the Vergas Improvement Club. All the way back to 1934, we had the same goal. But we have to remember that as we go forward, because...
and having said all that, I'm glad to see new blood come into it, you know.
You need new blood. There's no doubt about that. But each generation that comes in and thinks they're going to light it on fire and that it's going to be a brand new idea, they just need to take one look around and realize that Vergas is thriving because of people like you.
And it's a unique town. It does good because people work together, you know.
They're working together, yes. So, like you can tell, we've got a passion for our community of Vergas, and we hope that carries through when you come to visit our town. You have a good day in Vergas.